What's up guys, it's Asian Power. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about why ranked really doesn't work on Kings Canyon. Before we jump into the video, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are brand new and want more Apex content, and let's jump into the video. Alright, so if you look anywhere online, Reddit, Twitter, wherever you go, you'll see a lot of people complaining about ranked on Kings Canyon and why it's so booty. People will complain up and down and not really know why it is. They just say, oh, the loot is trash, third party is insane. But they don't really give a reason why this is and how to fix it. So we're going to be talking about those few things here today and see if we can come up with a solution about what could make Kings Canyon run a little bit better here in the ranked series. So we know that the loot RNG is really bad. And if you think about World's Edge, you can have a cluster of guns in one building. But when you go over to Kings Canyon, for say, let's say you go over to Skulltown, the loot is so spread out as far as where it is diversified in the floor loot that you can come up with an entire branch all to yourself and still come up with nothing. You can search in slums 4 or 5 buildings and find nothing but pistols and attachments. The attachments are fine. The shield is okay. But really the biggest problem for I think most of every player is dealing with, there's not good enough guns. You can find pistols, snipers, but the diversity of assault rifles, SMGs just isn't there. We don't know why that is. Maybe it's just something in the code that numbers wise, RNG, it's just not there. But that definitely needs to change. Where you can run through multiple buildings and come out empty is not okay, especially in a ranked game where loot matters. You can spend most of the game looting and not even have what you want. That definitely needs to change, and I feel like if it does, a lot of the players, especially the pro players or the content creators, people who bring the big masses into the game, will be happy with. If you're able to land and know that you're going to get either an assault rifle or an SMG or whatever the case may be, not just a pistol, to give yourself a fighting chance right off drop, is going to make the game flow a little bit better. So up the gun RNG and we'll probably be a little bit happy. Next up, third partying in Kings Canyon turns into 7th, 8th, 9th partying. Whatever the case may be, this is absolutely atrocious in Kings Canyon. This isn't something that can be helped by developers, but it's just because how people play BRs. Third party is something that will and always be in battle royales, and we can't really do anything about that, but that's just the way that players play. But the reason why I feel that it's so much worse in Kings Canyon is because sound travels a little bit better in Kings Canyon because there's not as many buildings to block sounds, not mountains or anything like that. So you can hear somebody shooting in airbase when you're all the way in bunker. Like super far away, sound travels super well, and people are always going to be hunting for the kills because that's how you get the RP. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons why. Like as soon as you get into a fight, you can expect at least 3 or 4 other teams to jump in and attack you. And you know, as a ranked player, you're trying to get ranked points. It kind of discourages getting into those fights, waiting till the end game when you absolutely have to fight. So it leaves a lot more camping and sniping, which isn't really good for the game. I don't know why. Kings Canyon really brings out the worst in people. Another thing that really kind of makes the map suffer as far as third partying is the choke points. And what I mean by that, the choke points as far as where the players have to be funneled into according to the circle. So the circle is down south towards water treatment. If people are landing up north, northeast, they have to funnel into the same areas. And I'll throw up a map here with right here, indications of where the choke points are. But everyone has to be funneled in, or most teams will funnel through those choke points.
Oh, he's cracked.
And you don't really see that on World's Edge. World's Edge is more open. There's a few choke points, but there's a lot more diversity as far as where people can go. And they're not just funneled into one small area or a few small areas. So that's another thing that causes so many third partying is because just the way the map is laid out. Maybe Kings Canyon isn't for ranked at all. We know it's hard to say.
Yeah, he's in this building.
Obviously, it's not something that the developers can fix right off the bat as far as the map layout. But I feel like that's one of the reasons why third partying is so huge in Kings Canyon. Another issue with Kings Canyon ranked specifically is the extremely long lines of sight. You can hop up onto the bones on Skulltown with Pathfinder and be able to see most of the map. If you sit there with a sniper, pick people off, do the damage that you can. That's what most people do. Again, people aren't wanting to engage in those fights because they know the third party is real in Kings Canyon, so they'll just perch up with an Evo shield and a sniper and just pick people off and get their shield up. It's smart, but unfortunately that's the way that people are playing, and a lot of people don't like that. Again, the wide variety of like different heights and positions you can get with Pathfinder make him a go-to character in ranked, but also it really encourages camping and sniping. Not much that we can do, but it's just one of those things that makes Kings Canyon so hard to play on ranked. And I've talked to a few different people throughout the community, and I don't know if it's just a placebo or what, but people really do believe that the weapons behave differently in Kings Canyon. Whatever the case may be, whether that's true or not, that's just something that have experienced, and what other people have been telling me is that the guns experience is different than what it is in Kings Canyon. For example, the R301. People feel like the R301 is way more accurate in World's Edge versus Kings Canyon. That might be because of the length of engagements that people are getting into. So the recoil is going to be a little bit worse longer ranges than they are to medium to close ranges like you would in World's Edge.
Taking a Phoenix.
I don't really know. Hopefully that's not the case, that weapons are behaving differently in different maps or different modes. That would be really, really bad. But we'll just have to wait and see. But as far as what Kings Canyon can do, or what Apex Legends can do to fix people's experiences with ranked Kings Canyon, is I've only been able to come up with a few things, but let me know down in the comment section below what you guys feel. There's some things that can change to make Kings Canyon more enjoyable in the ranked series. My first suggestion, number one, is increase the loot RNG, make loot more accessible, make more loot on the ground, make ARs and SMGs more than pistols and shotguns. Not shotguns, pistols and snipers that you find on the ground. Increase that number of SMGs, ARs. People will be able to have more of a fighting chance when they get on the ground, and that will make more people happy. And secondly, is make more positions in Kings Canyon off limits, so that you get that 30-second countdown saying return to battle before you're killed and you have to leave the game. Make it so that people can't get those power positions, because it is encouraging camping and sniping. People aren't really liking the way that people are playing that way. So if you knock off some of those high grounds that people are getting on, I can see it being a little bit better as far as people's experiences in ranked, and people having different play styles as well. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, leave a like. That's always appreciated. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.